Good evening. This hopefully is the last part of my demo. I want to show you what I've done. As I mentioned, the yellow wire from the coil had to be soldered in the last video, so I suggest you watch that. And now you will see I've got the oscilloscope connected to the head wires there that are going to the head. The unit is in record mode. The light magic eye is flashing. So the recorder is effectively recording, it just doesn't have a tape. And I want you to see the signal going to the head because this is fascinating. This is the key part. What you can see is a very high frequency signal at the head. This is the oscillator. And if you crank it up, you'll actually see it's so what is that now? That is adjusted a bit. 1, 2, 3 squares. So my setting is currently 5 microseconds. So one wave is 5, 10, 15, about 16 to 17 microseconds is one sine wave. So if you divide by 17 microseconds, you'll know the frequency of the oscillator. So let's crank it back up a bit so we can have a look. Now, as I mentioned to you before, the signal that's going to the head is basically about a 70 kilohertz RF signal, which is what you're looking at now. And the microphone will modulate it. So I will talk into the mic and you watch the signal. Good evening. This is a test message from my soon-to-be working Grundig TK64, which I hope will actually finally record something. And as you can see, the signal is being modulated by those little peaks as I speak. It's a bit over-modulated to show you the effect. But that's the signal you need for a unit to record. You need the 70 kilohertz carrier and you need the audio to be modulating it. If you don't get both, you've got a problem. If you only get audio when you connect it to the head, there's no oscillator signal. If you only get the oscillator signal and no modulation, there's an audio problem. So hopefully that'll help you diagnose these problems. What else can I show you? There's the little yellow wire that caused me so much trouble, and I put it back where it is. There are 2 capacitors around it that I haven't changed, but they're pretty hard to get to, and I'm not going to do it for now. Maybe later at another day. So that's about it. I'm going to put a tape back in and see what we can do, but I'll just show you another little demo here. So if you stop it recording, and you push the record button in, which basically turns the record function, and watch the screen. Every time the magic eye comes on with the record button in, you should get a signal. If you get that, your unit should work. Thank you all, and hopefully this will be the last video in this restoration series.